You let me violate you.
Onoff, played by Gerard Depardieu, is a reclusive writer who hasn't written a new work in many years. When he's found running through the wilderness late at night without any memory of recent events, he's taken back to the police headquarters where he's interrogated by the inspector, played by Roman Polanski, who also happens to be a great fan of Onoff's works. Together, they attempt to delve into Onoff's hazy memory to reconstruct the evening's events and to see if it connects to a recent murder in the area. Well, I guess right off the bat, I'll just say that I love this film. I first saw it as a child, I think probably at the cinemas, and it's an incredibly compelling film, despite the fact that it's pretty much two people having a conversation set in one location for the majority of the film. It just manages to really draw you in. I mean, the production values are quite sort of sparse. There's no heavy-handed, cinematography or sound design or anything like that, and I think that really helps to just draw you into the characters, who are very compelling as well. I mean, Gerard Depardieu's performance is fantastic as this tortured soul of a writer. Roman Polanski is, is also a very intriguing character. He, as the inspector, whose name we never really find out. Just piecing together, the events of an evening and going into this reclusive writer's past, I think is quite a simple sort of idea in a way, but just incredibly intriguing. All up is all I can say about it. It's also has a hint of kind of surrealness to it, which really helps to bring you into the story, I think. I guess it's quite a confusing film in a way as well, if you're trying to figure out, which is probably why I'm having trouble describing it properly. Over to you guys.
Yeah, well, this is Giuseppe Tornatore's film. I think it was his first film after Cinema Paradiso.
Yeah, which is a classic.
Which has become to be regarded as a classic, won the Foreign Film Oscar in that year, in 1988, I think it was 1989. But I prefer this.
Yeah.
I prefer this film. It's kind of like his Hitchcock film. I mean, it's very. It actually reminded me of a Brian De Palma film in a lot of respects, because Brian De Palma is very much a Hitchcock homagist, if you like. Right. He tends to copy a lot of Hitchcock stuff and sort of develop his own style in that sort of suspense realm. And there are angles from like the toilet bowl, underneath the water in the toilet bowl.
Yeah.
And you got the double focus thing going on at the same time.
Yeah.
You've got two actors in different depths of field, but both completely in focus. And you've got the constant tapping of the typewriter in the background, as well as the rain on the roof. I mean, it's all suspenseful stuff.
Yeah.
The Ennio Morricone score helps as well.
Yeah, definitely. The song that Gerard Depardieu sings at the end credits, I love.
Yeah. I didn't go for that so much.
Oh, really? For me, I loved it. It was, just the lyrics of it just kind of ties in the whole feel of the film for me.
True. I think they should have got a singer though. I know that has he put out albums and all that sort of thing?
I don't believe so.
Oh, he hasn't? Okay.
No.
Because I wouldn't be surprised if he had, but at the same time would have preferred a different singer.
Okay.
That's probably my only complaint. I mean, like you say, we can't really talk about it too much. It has one of the great twists. Well, I think. I mean, when I got to the twist, I was just like, oh, that's brilliant. Yeah. So it's hard to talk about in that respect. But like you say, it is essentially a two-hander.
Yeah.
It's just the two of them, and Polanski, who's known for directing,
Yeah.
and is a legendary director,
Yeah.
comes out with this kind of performance.
Yeah. I
And
know.
you're just like, dude,
Yeah.
put your talent away. This is too much. Because I think he's just a little bit better in his role than Depardieu. Not to discredit Depardieu's work here at all. Although I should warn people that there is a scene of a bare belly Depardieu, not at the height of his fitness, and it's in slow motion, and it's just like, jelly flying everywhere. It's like, but
He has had worse moments. So.
Yes, he has. I do know one that comes to mind immediately, but we won't go into that one now. But yeah, a fantastic film, and it's unconscionable to me that this film has almost been kind of lost.
Yeah, I know. I've been trying to find this on DVD, and
It's very hard.
yeah, it's
Very hard to find.
yeah, absolutely. It has to be like a Region 2 import or something. I mean, I really think this deserves like a Criterion collection.
Yeah, definitely,
release.
definitely. And it should be more widely seen. I saw it at the Festival of Perth in, I think it was January 95 or something like that. That was an outdoor cinema festival, and the crowd loved it then. And I think it got a tiny cinema release and sort of faded. And it was really disappointing to me because, the crowd that I was with, like I say, they loved it. And it was kind of like this few gasps and sort of cheering at the end. And yeah, but it's well written, extremely well written. It's the lyricalness of when they're talking about the writing is almost something that only the French could pull off.
Yeah.
Actually, I should mention that the real title. Actually, you should mention that the real title of the film is.
Yeah. Well, actually, because it's directed by an Italian, it should be pronounced in Italian. So I believe it would be said una pure formalità or something like that, or otherwise in pure formalité in French.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I highly recommend it from me too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, hammer it up.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 9.
A 9?
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm not going to go that far. I really, really liked it, so I'm going to give it an 8.
Okay.
Ah, mais vous devez téléphoner. Donnez-moi le numéro, je vais vous le faire appeler.
93633396.
93633396. C'est facile à retenir. C'est votre numéro?
Non. C'est celui d'une de mes amies.
André. Passe-moi ce numéro sur la ligne directe. 9363 3396. 9363 3396. Et quel sera le sujet de votre nouveau livre?
Vous n'allez pas essayer de m'interviewer, j'espère. Puisque vous me connaissez aussi bien que vous le dites, vous savez très bien que je n'en donne plus depuis des années.
Oui, je sais, bien sûr. Bien que je n'ai jamais compris pourquoi.
Les interviews sont toujours inutiles. Quelqu'un vient vous voir pour vous entendre dire ce qu'il connaît déjà et pour le plaisir de vous entendre le répéter.
Dans un sens, oui.